It is my privilege to officially welcome all of our graduates and their families to this evening's baccalaureate service on our 42nd annual commencement weekend. We are excited about tomorrow's commencement. Over 34,000 are expected to be in attendance at the main ceremony in Williams Stadium. Weather reports, last I heard at least, are good. And we're planning for the ceremony to be a little shorter than in the past. I don't know of any graduates that will be disappointed by it. I've never met a graduate who was disappointed that his commencement service was too short. But our new LU logo pin, I've had students asking me about it a lot this semester. It's available for the first time this weekend. We'll be selling the pins all over campus for only $2 each. The Liberty Godparent Home for unwed mothers will receive all the proceeds. So I hope you'll get a pin to wear back when you get back home. Tomorrow, we will be honoring the largest graduating class in Liberty University's history. More than 17,500 degrees will be conferred. We are proud of you, and we're looking forward to celebrating this great accomplishment throughout this special weekend. You're entering a challenging job market and a culture that is often hostile to your Christian values. But we believe you're ready to become the salt of the earth and the light of the world. We believe in you because we know your faith has taken deep roots here, and we're confident that you will leave Liberty knowing not only how to make a living, but also how to live. We look forward to hearing about all your career successes after you leave and the example that you will become in your service to others. Liberty students have always had the reputation of being service-oriented. One of the first things that Becky and I noticed when I became president in 2007 was how Liberty students radiated the love of Christ and how their lives were a reflection of the great commandment to love God and to love others. We constantly hear compliments from our students' landlords, employers, and visitors to campus. In recent years, Liberty has encountered growth on an unprecedented scale. God's blessings on this university have occurred much sooner than anyone ever predicted. I'm proud to report tonight that Liberty students are continuing to demonstrate the Christian ideals that have defined them for decades. Tonight's occasion, the baccalaureate service, is a Christian tradition that is as old as the university tradition in America itself. In fact, it's even older than America. The early founders of America's universities left behind many of the traditions of European higher education, yet they kept this one intact and treated it with a certain solemnity. The baccalaureate service is believed to have begun in the early 15th century at Oxford University and involved every male graduate delivering a sermon in Latin. Dr. Hawkins, if you're a true scholar, you'll deliver your sermon tonight in Latin. The baccalaureate service eventually came to be treated more like an official worship service where the university community gathered prior to commencement to give God the glory for their great achievement. Yet, as the American Academy became increasingly secularized, baccalaureate services were de-emphasized. And today, if they exist at all, they are considered unofficial services, often endorsed only by a student club, sometimes not even allowed to meet on campus, and almost never endorsed by the university itself. The sad fact is that God has been steadily uninvited to commencement at most universities in America. But not here. At Liberty University, God is the guest of honor. America's founders would not believe, nor would they accept, the alienation of faith from the academy. Quite to the contrary. They wrote Christianity into the founding creeds of America's first universities. They carved Bible verses in the stone facades of buildings and erected monuments to pastors and missionaries. The mottos of 4 of America's Ivy League universities provide a glimpse of the original Christian mission of each institution. These include Brown University, whose motto is "In God We Hope." Princeton's official motto remains "Under God's power she flourishes." And Yale's is still "Light and Truth." The seal of Columbia University has Psalms 36:9 inscribed in Latin, which reads, "In thy light we shall see light." Our fervent prayer for Liberty University is that it will remain true to its Christian roots in perpetuity and that your children, grandchildren, and generations of their descendants will sit in a service just like this one to thank God for their Liberty University education.